Hey, what's going on, people? It's your boy Brown Bally here, coming in with another versus battle, or death battle, excuse me, not versus. Well, yes, versus, but it's called Death Battle. I want to give credit to the channel, of course. How do you call it? Goku versus Superman. Unbeknownst to me, apparently, there was another fight. Last I recall, there was 2 fights that Death Battle made with Superman and Goku, and as far as I remember, they've all been controversial. Not everybody agrees with the outcome, so yeah, because when it comes to basically the notion of Death Battle or versus battles between fictional characters, one could argue that it started with those 2 characters, Superman and Goku. The both characters, at least at the time, that were deemed to be the strongest. And so when the first Death Battle, appeared, or when Death Battle made the first Death Battle between both those characters, it was just like, it was unprecedented, honestly. And the final result was not well received. But, and like I said, doesn't matter what I say or do, no one's going to agree with it. And basically, I agree with the outcome. Because for those of you in case you don't know, Superman won the battle. And they explain as to why. Superman is very overpowered. That's all there is to it. And especially the way his power is, it's just the perfect recipe to defeat someone like Goku. With that being said, though, I prefer Goku 1,000,000 times over Superman. I love Superman, don't get me wrong, the original OG, but Goku, I grew up with him, yo. Like, Goku back in the day when you were a teenager was the reason you wanted to go to the gym and work out. It's the reason why you wanted to join football and hit someone. But regardless, the powers that they have, they're just different. Goku is all about bursting through his limits, while someone like Superman has no limits. And ultimately, what happens when you pit someone against someone else who seemingly has no limits? Well, it's a very obvious answer. Like I said, to this day, as far as I know, nobody agrees with this outcome. But if you stick with me to the end of the video, assuming, because I could be wrong, I haven't seen Death Battle in years. The original Death Battle with Superman Goku must have come out like in 2013, 12, 10. I don't even recall at this point. It's been, and this one, for what I'm seeing here, was made a year ago. So as far as I'm concerned, this could be the 5th battle for all I know, but I'm not sure. Either way, assuming the outcome remains the same, I invite you to stay with me, because I want to give my thoughts to the matter, to put the whole thing to close. Just very quick, as usual, if you're watching, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new to my channel, you like my content, please do me a favor, give me a like and subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. Help out your bro, and let's get on with the fight. I think it's fight number 3 between both these characters. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section. Like I said, I haven't watched Death Battle, I kid you not, because I made a reaction to Ghost Rider versus Spawn, and that was the first time I've seen Death Battle. So there's a lot of battles that I've missed in between after so many years, I might make reactions on those, see what's going on. But either way, rambling on here. Let's get on with the fight. Okay, it's about to begin. Combatants are set.
It's time for a death battle!
Okay, so straight to the fight. It's definitely upgraded graphics and everything. I like it. Let's see what happens.
Today's the day. We'll finally settle who's stronger.
Today's the day, huh?
You say so.
I like how they're both good spirit about it. No ill feelings. The biggest similarity between both these characters is that they're both good people. So I literally picture them being friends and adversaries. Nice. Oh.
Give it your all. No regrets.
I'm doing just fine.
Yeah, for real. Don't worry about me. Okay, straight to Super Saiyan Blue. Oh, nice. Little 3-inch punch.
Oops. Well, I guess we can wish it back later.
All right, I'll show you just how powerful I really am.
True.
Looks like a job for...
Nice. It's like ripping holes through realities or something. Oh, damn, did he just knock the Super Saiyan out of him?
Well, what do you think?
Super Saiyan God out of him?
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Nice suit.
Oh, thanks. Kryptonian fabric. My mom made it for me.
Oh, Ultra Instinct, that's right. Never seen Superman take on that one. Who knows, there might be a chance. Ah, I love the Ultra Instinct music. Ah, they should have used it here. Oh, cool. Ooh. Oh, that felt good.
Finally.
Oh, looks cool. Ah, man. In spite of whatever the outcome may be, I have to say I appreciate the visuals, man. Ah,
Darn it.
yeah,
Almost had me there.
almost had me too.
It's actually pretty fun.
Yeah, it sure
Oh
was.
man,
But I'll be stronger next time.
I look forward to it.
for a moment there, I almost had a little bit of hope.
Let's go again.
You're on.
Regardless, good fight.
KO! That's it! The final, indisputable answer! Who am I kidding? People are gonna argue this one forever.
Do it for real.
So many ways this battle can go, especially with all the other continuities.
Yeah, for real.
Oh.
Goku kicked almost every other Superman's ass, except for the main one.
There's a lot to cover, so let's address the 5 categories most representative of this fight.
First up, strength. Both could hit hard enough to break or make their whole universe, or take it in stride, like when Superman got smacked by the whole antimatter universe.
At most, Dragon Ball's universe is 1,505 times larger than our own. But based on the DC Universe's officially established age and rate of expansion, it is 1.6
Whew.
bijentillion times
What a long day.
over a novemdecillion times more than Goku's.
That's some point you reach a number high enough that it just doesn't mean anything anymore.
Yeah, for real.
Goku's obviously gotten stronger since the Beerus fight, even by billions or trillions of times. He's defeated Jiren, Broly, Moro, and Fu.
But even if
Jiren the
we eyeball
Grey.
Goku by quadrillions or quintillions of times, the gap is just too much, especially with the World Forger feat. Not even heroes can beat that. Superman takes the edge in strength.
But strength isn't everything. Let's talk speed. Both are obviously way faster than light, but Superman crossed that mega-sized universe of his in seconds and flew faster than infinity.
Makes sense, he can keep up with the Flash, whose speed is so ludicrous it's unquantifiable.
For real.
Goku out though, flying across the entire
Flash.
afterlife in base form and ouncing Eos's future sight takes some crazy speed.
Fighting Zamasu as an omnipresent merge timeline also implies immeasurable speeds.
That combined with instant transmission and ultra instinct could probably keep up.
Maybe. Quantifiably, Superman is faster, but both are immeasurable. The safest bet here is to say they tie in speed.
Especially when we look at skill. Goku's a martial arts master. He's definitely got better battle instincts. He wants to fight and is
True.
dedicated to his training.
Exactly.
While Superman sees training as a means to an end.
Superman's knowledge in pressure point combat and Kryptonian martial arts are impressive.
Superman
He's
does know how to
also
fight, though.
times. It would be disingenuous to say he's an equivalent master at this.
Yeah.
Goku wins in skill, but not necessarily in experience.
Don't get it wrong, Superman is not a mindless brawler. He's trained with Batman and Wonder Woman. He's even defeated martial arts experts like Cobra without powers.
Goku has spent decades training, but Superman battled Norse demons for 1,000 years.
He's also astonishingly brilliant, like when he reassembled the reality warping miracle machine from memory. Experience obviously goes to Superman, but perhaps less obvious is our last category, powers.
Hakai, Spirit Bomb, Mafuma, Instant Transmission, God Ki, God Bind. How does Goku not win with those?
In Dragon Ball, Ki is dependent on physical ability, so it's different from magic. God Ki is simply pure Ki, and magic isn't an auto win against Superman anyway.
True.
Greater strength could break out of something like the God Bind.
Mafuma and the Spirit Bomb would take way
Any
too
magic
long.
user that can
Goku's
defeat
never
Superman
successfully used
has
the
to at
God
least
before
match him in his strength and
once
power.
landed, Superman's impossible to
Or
erase
endurance.
from reality. Like, he's taken Omega Beams, which do the same thing as Hakai.
Superman can time
Pretty
travel,
much.
countering instant transmission similar ability from heroes. And regarding teleporting him to a red star, ignoring the fact that Saiyans can't breathe in space, though Goku's certainly tough enough to withstand a vacuum, instant transmission requires another person to act as a beacon. He can't just warp to any red star.
Even if he did, Superman could simply fly away and find a blue or white star for a supercharge.
And Goku could not pull off the same trick twice, as Superman could phase through his attacks.
So, that's it then. Clark has too many counters, so he takes the edge in powers and it's over.
Well, I think there's something else. Goku versus Superman reaches a broader zeitgeist. It's more than just two characters fighting. For a whole generation, especially in 90s America, superheroes represented an unyielding status quo. Spider-Man,
That's right.
Batman, Captain America,
With the exception of
rarely
Spawn.
change who they are or what they believe in. For a lot of people, that's tiring, and Superman is an icon of that.
Yeah.
And along came anime. There was a whole other world of ideas and stories.
Anime
for
took over.
Westerners to experience, and Goku's an icon of that. So while many see this as a debate between characters, others see it as a debate of ideologies and culture.
Yeah.
And if that's what's at stake,
Arguably, it could be.
who wants Goku to lose?
You're sure you're not overthinking this?
It's not our intent, but it does call into question what we're doing. How can people agree with what we take as fact when fiction relies on interpretation? Are we stripping characters of their
True.
importance by simplifying them to contestants in a vacuum of violence? And if so, then what's the point?
Because it's fun, Wiz. Damn it, man.
Exactly.
There's more than one way to appreciate something. We're having a great time talking about awesome characters and slamming action figures together. And that's okay.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying, no matter who you prefer, that battle was super, man.
That's the worst part.
What? It fits them both.
It's so lame.
I don't see you doing any better.
I do the math. The pun's your job.
Well, maybe if you math as good as I punned, then Goku would have won.
What is wrong with you?
For real. All right. So, like I said, not the least bit surprised, but real quick, my thoughts on it. Like I said, I was probably going to change my thoughts on what I wanted to say had the outcome changed, but surprisingly enough, it did not. It was the same as always. Don't know what battle this is. As far as I'm concerned, it's the third battle they've made. If I'm wrong, please let me know. But here's my perspective, because how the team in Death Battle said, people are going to argue no matter what. Here's my take, and here's the most important thing that I think that matters, not just in these fictional fights between fictional characters, but I would argue that this point is even important in real life. And when it comes to fighting, battles, you name it, I think what really determines the victor in any battle, whether that be fictional or real life, is the individual. I feel like what really determines the real winner in any situation is the person's character, who they are. Because even the people in the Death Battle said, oh, people are gonna say this, people are gonna say that. The biggest one that I've heard and I recall is that Goku could win if he just did this. The most frequent example that I hear is that Goku could just teleport him to a red sun because Superman becomes mortal in red sun. Excuse me. Okay, here's my perspective on that one. First of all, Goku wouldn't do that. Goku's character, and remember, character matters. Goku's character is all about beating himself. He trains and he fights to beat himself, to be better than he was before, to burst through limits. So that notion of, oh, he can just teleport into a red sun, teleport a piece of kryptonite, or whatever, or use kryptonite, Goku would never do that. That's not who he is. He would never do that. Goku, and at least in every single, I haven't kept up with Dragon Ball Z lately, maybe some things have changed, but as far as I know, Goku really cares about whoever he's fighting, whether there be evil, just messed up characters, doesn't matter how evil they are, he wants those characters at their best. Like, the first time he fought Vegeta, like, granted, Vegeta right now is an ally, he's practically his best friend, but the first time Vegeta ever appeared in the anime, he was a son of a bitch. Well, that bastard was, as far as I'm concerned, the Antichrist, man. Like, he did some horrible things. At the end of it, after so many deaths and people dying, and they managed to beat Vegeta. I remember Krillin grabbed the Yajirobe sword. At the moment of truth, he was about to, to kill him, but Goku told Krillin, let him go, because I will want to fight him again. Maybe I don't recall the exchange entirely, but it was something like that. Like, Goku is willing to let people who are messed up individuals live over the selfish reason that he wants to fight them again when their potential is better than it was before. So yeah, this whole argument that, oh, if Goku really wanted to win, that he would just do this and do that, like, no, it's asinine, because Goku would never do that. And if he will never do that, and he will never do that, then what's the point of bringing it up as a scenario? What is the point of using that scenario? Because it ain't gonna happen. And like I said, and who you are as a person really determines how you're gonna make it in life, if you're gonna win. The best example I can use would be, for those of you that are Game of Thrones fans, there's a character named Bronn. He came out in the original Game of Thrones. He was usually by Tyrion's side. He was a mercenary, cutthroat kind of guy. And Tyrion was going to be condemned by death somewhere, and he demanded a trial by combat. He wanted to nominate his own brother because Jaime Lannister is one of the best warriors ever, until he lost his hand, of course. The people who wanted to condemn him was like, no, you have to choose someone right now. And so like Braun, knowing that Tyrion's very rich, he's like, hell, I'll fight for the dwarf. And so he fights for him. How do you call it? The first thing he said before they fought, because Braun was wearing like leather armor while the other knight is wearing actual armor, metal and everything. Tyrion's like, that's very light armor, you know, stuff like that. And Braun's like, I like to move. And so the fight starts. And as the fight is going on, you know, Braun's doing a lot of dirty tactics, man. He's running around, he's avoiding every single hit, he's knocking stuff over to make the guy trip over, and little by little the other guy starts getting exhausted. He starts getting very slow. Even the queen of the area, the one who wanted to condemn Tyrion, she's like, stand and fight like a man, you know, whatever, right? Needless to say, eventually the guy got so tired that Braun got the better of him. The guy was on his knees, and he just like put the sword over a little opening where his armor is, and just stabbed all the way down, killed the guy. Fortress where they were at, it was like a fortress built in the mountains, and in the bottom of the arena where they were fighting, the little door would open up, and you know basically you'd be dropped down all the way to the bottom of the lake, etc. So the knight who lost, you know, he's just like dropped down, boom, he just falls down that hole, and that's the story of him. And so basically everybody's horrified, and it sucks because they really wanted to kill Tyrion. And the queen, or the woman in charge, I forgot her name, and she was a little unhinged. She's like, you don't fight with honor. And Braun's response was just, he just goes like, no, I don't. And then he looks down, you know, down the hole. He goes like, he did. I'm like, and like I said, you don't have to agree with him, but sometimes in real life, like I said, I am not a bad person, you know. I do believe in, you know, being fair and honorable, whatever. But like I said, I am a person who acknowledges reality. And I will admit that the person who wins, whether that be a fight or in life, is the person who is willing to do whatever it takes to win. The person who is willing to be cutthroat, who's willing to be vicious, willing to be savage and without mercy. The person with the right mentality. The person who wants to win no matter what. And when it comes to making it anything, what determines whether you win a fight or in life, etc., is the distance that you are prepared to go. So yeah, because like I said, back to Superman and Goku. Some of the other people were trying to bring up, what's it called? Because there's alternate versions of Goku that are evil. I'm like, well, there's alternate versions of Superman that are evil too. Like, if you want to have that conversation, it's going to be never ending. So let's stick with these two characters, right? Prime Superman, Prime Goku. Because of their character and because of Goku's way of being, he's going to lose every time. A good example is, why does Batman beat Superman? Superman's a god. He can do pretty much anything. Even beat Goku. But why does Batman win? Because of his character. There's even an old quote where Batman's quoting, you know, saying that the reason that I always win against Clark is because deep down Clark is a good man, and deep down I am not. Batman's a human being. He ain't no god. So he doesn't care about using messed up tactics, kryptonite, whatever he's got to do to subdue the person, or to win against whoever he wants to win again. Batman literally has contingency plans for every single hero. And some of them are not cute. They are horrible. But the point is, he has them, and he's willing to come up with those plans. And, you know, that's a whole other issue. But yeah, I'm rambling on here. So yeah, again, that is just my opinion. And if you have a different perspective or a different way of looking at it, please let me know. Let me know in the comment section. I'm always open to listening to a different point of view. Like I said, it's just my opinion. But either way, it was a good fight. I'm a little disappointed in the ending, but not surprised. And yeah, a bit of a sour bite to end the meal. Anyways, this is your boy Brown Baldy. Thank you so much for joining me, and you have a good rest of your night.